Oh, we're on. Oh, that one. Too many wires. Charger. Wallet. Air fluid. Hi! I didn't even realise this was recording. We are ready for setting off. What a day. What a day. Heading to Dover. First leg of the journey. And what a journey it's going to be. We are... Yeah, we'll get some decent-ish footage recorded, I'm certain of that. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. Like, gonna head down to Dover tonight. The ferry crossing's not until tomorrow morning. Well, we don't cross till 6:15 in the morning. It's currently 4:25 in the afternoon. So I'll pause that. So yeah, we're making our way down tonight so we can just chill and get a decent-ish night's sleep before the morning. Yeah, be in France for 9 o'clock in the morning-ish as well, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. Then we can just head off somewhere, get parked up for the day, potter off to a supermarket, pick up some bits and pieces, and enjoy the rest of the day. We've not created any strict sort of plans for this trip. We've got a few things lined up that we kind of have to, no, we don't have to do, but I've got stuff planned in. So in a week's time I'll be at some truck racing, and in 3 weeks time I will have just finished at Benicassim, which is a music festival in the Valencia region of Spain. But other than that, let's get this road trip on and going. So we are 16 miles in to a 282 mile journey. We've got 4.5 hours remaining, which is cool. We're not in a rush to get down to Dover tonight. The ferry isn't until 6:15 AM, so maybe a little bit earlier of a ferry for my liking, but it is what it is. When I booked it at the time, it was like, well, it gives me all of Sunday to get there, and then Monday morning I've got all day to do what I want to do when I get across into France. So it's very much a tootle down. We don't have to rush. We can stop a few times on the way, which is cool. And yeah, it's gonna be nice. I've got a brief itinerary sort of set out for my first month. I feel like that's already going to be changing. I don't think I'm going to stick to my plan very well, if I'm honest. But that's just how this road trip is for me. It's not about having like strict plans and doing everything I've set out to do, because I've not really made plans as places I want to go. But there's nowhere that's like too precious about I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to be doing this, which is good. Like, to not have that pressure on me to be in certain places on certain days is a bonus. At every road trip I've done so far with Virgil through France and Spain, it's been very much I need to get here on this day, I need to be in this place, I need to be there, and it's led to me being very time restricted, sort of doing 2 weeks at a time. But in only having 2 weeks to get to an end location and back, I've ended up doing sort of 300-400 mile driving days, and that's not something I want to do. It's certainly not something I'm going to be doing this time. So it's going to be very nice to be able to just sort of meander through France and then jaunt down through Spain, because nobody wants to be rushing anywhere at the best of times. I certainly don't, and I guess a big part of that for me was breaking out of your traditional job where you have 4 weeks a year holiday, where you're not allowed to take more than 2 weeks off at a time, and you are very restricted in the time that you can go away. This is very much about me relaxing for 2 months and enjoying myself. Now you might be saying, oh, why only 2 months, Nathaniel? Why are you not going for longer than that? You've worked hard, you deserve it. Yes, you are right, I do deserve it. I have worked very hard over the last 6 months to get myself in this position. The reason I'm only doing 2 is due to Schengen rules, and the 90 days in 180 days that you're allowed to be in the Schengen zone. So in October I'm going golfing for a week in Spain, and for that I need to have time in my 90 days, which means that I can only realistically, or at most, spend 80 days in the Schengen zone. I think with the plan I've currently got, I'll be about 62 days. I intend to be back around the 1st of September, although I've not booked a return ferry at the minute, so that is a very much open-ended plan, which again, that is a very, very nice situation to find myself in, where I'm not again tied to a return date, although I am theoretically tied to a return date. I'm very much stuck on that, but it also leaves it very open-ended for me as well, so it's going to be good, it's going to be nice. I'm thinking, initially my plan for tomorrow was getting to France early, and that will be early because I'm getting an early ferry, so I'll be in France for about 8:30, but the plan actually in itself was to just drive a very short distance to a park up which I've been to every year that I've gone across. It's an air that it has no facilities, but it's a nice park up. It's very, very quiet, very nice, but it's ideal for when you get in the ferry back, because it's only 20 minutes away from Calais and probably not too much further from Dunkirk. So it's sort of an ideal camping car, really. But what I may do instead is extend on tomorrow. There's an air that I found on Park for Night last year, which is just around the corner from a lake, but the lake has a beach, and it was really nice there last year. I had a lovely evening around this lake, so what I'm thinking is maybe extend on tomorrow, get to the lake. I think that was my plan for day 2, was to get there, so maybe Tuesday, but what I probably will do instead is drive there Monday, spend Monday and Tuesday there, so I can have a bit of time just sort of relaxing and doing quite a bit of work. I've got a lot of business stuff I need to get knuckled down on, and I don't necessarily want to do that with where I would have been parking in whatever the place is called. It's escaped me. Never mind, it doesn't matter what it's called because I won't be going there. So this lake is just around Reims and Tours, somewhere in the middle. Beautiful lake. You'll get to see it, because the plan on this road trip is to do sort of a diary journal for every single day that I'm away, and post the video sort of the day after. So while you're watching this video, I'm recording this, it's now Sunday, you should be seeing this on Monday. You should be seeing this on Monday. This is very, very reliant on me actually editing it and uploading it tomorrow. The plan is to do that, I won't lie, which will then mean that day 1 will be my crossing day, which will be tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting challenge to get myself in a position whereby I've got everything sorted, where I've got everything in order to be consistently editing, consistently uploading, and consistently doing the things that I need to do for my channel. I'm certain that I'm going to have a lot of fun on this road trip. That's my aim. I'm going to make sure I'm having fun. So next weekend, it's already booked. I'm going to watch some truck racing at Magnico. That's something that I've watched before on TV, and it looks like a hell of a lot of fun, if I'm honest. So I'm genuinely looking forward to watching that in person. There's a few other support races on that weekend as well, and that's Saturday, Sunday. I've got camping included with my ticket for both days, so I've got a park up sorted, which will just mean getting up in the morning and walking to the track, which I quite like the idea of that. Then I've got sort of a week and a half to make my way down to Valencia, to Benicassim, where I will be parking up again in an area that I've parked in the last 2 years. That's not very far, we're talking a 10-minute walk from the festival ground, and probably a 15-20 minute walk to the beach. However, this year we've got the scooter, so we can jump on the scooter and make us way to the beach, spend the day at the beach, scooter it back up, which works very well for me. It does mean that I will get quite a nice tan, if I'm honest, but in and amongst that, there's, like I say, there's no fixed plans. From Magnico to Benicassim, I could probably do it in 2 days, but I don't really want to. There's places in France I want to see. There's places in France I'm not saying I need to see, but I genuinely do want to. I want to go back to Oradour-sur-Glane, which is a French martyr village that I've been to 2 years back. It was a very humble and sombre experience. I'm not sure how I'll get on filming there. I might give it a go and see what happens, see how it's received. I can't imagine it being received too well, but we'll give it a go anyway, because I've took photos there in the past with my phone, so I don't see there being much of a difference between me using my GoPro there as opposed to just filming on my phone. But we'll see. It could potentially be deemed disrespectful to be filming there, but yeah, we will see what happens. And then Benicassim, I doubt I'll be able to film in the festival. I might get away with it if I sneak just my GoPro in with no no sort of selfie sticks, no mounts, no chest mount, head mount or anything like that. I do want to go go-karting as well. That'll be cool because I've got my head mount with me, so I can get it mounted onto the helmet and film it properly, which will be epic. Like, I know how much fun I had doing that last year, and I would quite like to see what it looks like from my own viewpoint on the back of my head. So for now, I feel like I've talked for long enough. It's been 10.5 minutes, so I am going to turn the camera off for a little bit, and in a little while I will try and flip it around and film a bit of this drive, so you get the privilege of whichever motorway I'm on at the time. I'm almost off the M62 and onto the A1, so it might just be the A1 that you get to see, with a little bit of the M2 and M25 and M40, I think it is. I feel like there's another one in there that I'll end up on, maybe the M10, maybe, I don't know, but we'll see where we end up, how we get along, and yeah, I'll check in very soon, guys. Keep it going. Hey up, so we're joining me at a very interesting time. I've just crossed the 180 mile mark on this trip so far. It's 5 to 8 at night. I've got about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer left until I get to Dover. 100 miles exactly. There's services in about 8 mile maybe that I'm going to pull into. Really need the toilet and some food. I wanted more food than the toilet, but we'll see what they have to offer. And yeah, it's good. I still need to turn my camera on the GoPro around. So when I've pulled in at the services and I get back to the van, I'll probably work out how I'm going to do that in terms of the mount that it's on currently, and then maybe time lapse and get some footage of a little bit of this journey down to Dover. The last leg is what we'll call it, the last leg to Dover, to wherever it is that I'm parking tonight. Can't decide whether I want to look on Park for Night and actually find somewhere, or whether I just kind of want to sort of just get there and park up somewhere, like find a car park and just park up. But I suppose it'll matter either way. I'm also a little bit tired, if you haven't noticed. You may have noticed behind me as well, you might not. Little Lotso bear sat up there. I'm going to put him back in his seat in a little bit, which is down there. But I might do that when I get parked up as well. Get him his seatbelt on so he can stay safe. Currently in Essex, services are in 5 miles. Stansted Airport is in 9 miles. So we have made good progress. Considering I'm only doing like 60-65 mile an hour on the motorway. There's no rush. I've got like 10 hours before my ferry, so plenty of time. There's no need to rush at all. But yeah, we'll keep going, we'll keep smashing it, and we'll catch up very, very shortly. So we've made it to services, thankfully. Managed to park in the truck car park, because the signs were very misleading. It said cars and HGVs, but it wasn't, it was just HGVs. So we'll get some scran, and mainly go to the toilet first, then scran. Absolutely ravenous, but it is good, so let's do it. Right, so we're not actually that far away now from Dover. We're talking like 3 miles before I get to where I'm going to park for the evening. You're still looking out my windscreen because I'm driving and I couldn't be bothered to pull in to turn the GoPro back around on the mount to be facing my beautiful face. Plus it is dark, so you wouldn't actually be able to see me.
1 mile.
I need to
take the 3rd exit onto D.
I need to work out at some point how to turn on night mode so it illuminates me a little bit, because otherwise it's just going to be in darkness and me speaking in darkness. Won't be too bad when I'm in the back of the van, so I'll have the lights on briefly. But yeah, we're almost there. So once I get parked up, we'll reconvene before I hit the hay for the evening, prior to getting up for the ferry tomorrow. Right, we've looked the park up. I apologise. I don't even apologise for the nudity. I'm only topless. I've not got my dick out. We've got parked up for the night. We found a decent-ish park up on Park for Night. It's free overnight, which is a bonus. We're just in the midst of trying to sort the van out. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it this morning when I was packing everything up, so chucked my hold all in, and yeah, this is what we're presented with. I have to sort all my clothes out and get them put away so I can go to bed. But that is a wrap on day 0, and
I look forward to seeing you bright and breezy for day 1. So if you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe. Everything for that will be down there somewhere. I might drop a link to this park up in the description. I might not, but I might do. But yeah, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side. Ciao.